gravel talk back, and the kings ride ugly. Pull up at the diorama, rust on chrome. Tiny chaining fence, that's a barbed wire throne. Even Dookie in the cut, crown sitting off center patch on the vest. Say stormy weather, cold temper, not counting map on the wall with pins. Every back road mark where the trouble begins. Cause some crew on the shelf, that's a war museum. Ever figured out then like I really lead them. Paint chip knuckles, scar on the jaw. Spike shoulder pad, brass teeth in the mall. Patchwork jeans, heavy boots for the mud. If you see that smirk in the plastic, you're done. I'm the king of dreadnoughts, riding out the frame in our county. Now cold waves full of smoke and rowdy. Custom killers on the shelf, yeah, come around me. Evil Dookie run the line. Everybody bow down, they surround me. I'm the king of dreadnoughts. Whole crew posed up looking gnarly. Broken asphalt, base looking dark. Real grimy from the pigs to the desk, to the walls. Blood, Evil Dookie in the seat. Every knock right there, you can't find me. Got the bikes all lined, front tire turn. Chains hang low like a lesson learned. Twin pipes blacked out, silver scratching through. Tiny kickstands dig in the rubber and glue. Sidecar stacked with bats and blades. Headlight hit yellow like I never seen shade. License plates crooked, stick a half pill. Skulls on the gas tank scarred up steel. Vehicles parked by a buster road sign. Knock County spray tag, crooked on the line. Junkyard gate made of popsicle sticks, but it looked like steel through a lens in a pick. Narcos clip with the phone going white. Little plastic waves crash on the moonlight. Campfire sculpted with an orange clear flame. Every shadow say, remember the.
You crossed the border and stepped into an evolution. Welcome to Knott County. It's time to go under the cut. Appreciate everybody being here. I took the walls down because I think I may have figured this damn thing out. I'll say out of the chat real quick and then I'll go over everything. Like I said, usually this is only going to last about an hour. Son of a Crayon Slayer's here. He was early. Damn, 2 o'clock. Dead Link, appreciate you. Gojo. Had to fix the fountain. Hopefully we ain't gonna leak. King, appreciate you stopping in. Oh no, Gojo's back. Sean Jones, thanks for coming in. Joe Fan, let me guess, you at work. Yep, at work. I appreciate you catching replay, man. Stay safe. GDG's here, appreciate you coming in. And Bob Yod, appreciate you coming in, man. And for those of you on replay, appreciate you watching. So I was in a dilemma. I wasn't sure what I was going to do for these walls, how I could get them to stay up. And then I've been looking at stuff online, like structural support, stuff like that. Talked to a couple of people like Gonzo and a couple of people queued in and said, hey, this is what you should do. All great ideas, but I think I'm going to try to keep it simple, stupid, that old KISS acronym. But first, I just got this wall done. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's dry. HK, thanks for stopping in, man. This wall is dry, so this is going to be the back wall for the garage. So I tried to weather it the best I could. I'm not the best at my painting techniques. I used 2 different grays on here, a dark gray in the background. Then I used a light gray on it. And then I went over it with hammered aluminum, just a light spray. And I went over the rust areas with like I think it was burnt umber and then burnt sienna. So that's what I'm going to go for the back wall. So the wall here, again, I'm using PVC board or corrugated board, not PVC board. The corrugated board, I went the back. I just used dollhouse wallpaper for brick, so it's easy. And then this stuff here is corrugated. It comes in a roll from Amazon. It was like 15 or 20 bucks. No, I'm not going to use magnet inserts, Dead Link. I'm actually going to do something else. So I'll show you that. So I'm going to use this wall. This will be the back wall for right here. But what I came up with is to connect these walls together. For the most part, I think this is going to work. I may have to go to magnets. I'm not sure. Or channel, like a C channel to put it over it on top. So it would rest on top and hold this all together. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use these. These are, see if I can find it. Poplar squares. I got them at Lowe's. I've had them for a while. They're 3/8 by 12 inches. So I'm going to use these, and then it's going to go across horizontal. So it's like it's keeping it up, or structural support this way. So 2 purposes. 1, it'll give it that wood look, like it's kind of like a barn style, I guess you could say. And 2, it'll give it support, and it'll hold the other one together. So I don't know if maybe put magnets in here somewhere and then put a magnet in the backside so it kind of clips it. That actually may be a better idea, so I can take them down and I can then move it, because I'm going to have to move this thing upstairs eventually. But I'm not sure if I want to go with this style paint, if you guys can see it that well. I mean, it's worn a little bit, or if I should go with the full rusted paint like I did in the back wall for the garage. So if you guys want to comment on that, I would appreciate it. My wife and I asked her too, and she said she wasn't sure either. I want it to look old on the inside, but that's my goal at least. So let me get the other pieces. I can start putting this thing back together somewhat, and then I can start. I think I have magnets. Let me check. I may need a bunch of magnets, so that's the sad part. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. But if I can get those magnets to stay in there, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I just don't know how strong these things are. I need to get some flat ceramic magnets is what I really need. Yeah, magnets may work. I put them in a cross over here. I can mark them. Gojo said maybe rust on certain walls with moisture problems. That's not a bad idea. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm pretty much just going to measure this wood out, and then I'll cut it over the next week or so. I definitely have to get magnets. I'm going to need to do that tomorrow or Tuesday when I run to the hobby store. These ceramic ones I like are better. They're stronger and they're dummy proof because they have an indentation in them, so you can't get them confused when you put them on. These other ones don't have any markings on them. They were cheap ones off Amazon. So pretty much I'm just going to be trying to piece these walls together tonight and measuring the wood and then marking it. And I guess I'm going to have to mark the walls so I know what wood goes with what wall. Let me get the rest of the walls. The thing that sucks is putting this up by yourself, and the other part that sucks is you can't hold everything up together at once. And the thought process takes a minute sometimes. Bob the Odd said, if you can stick to the idea that this is a new location the Knox have taken, it could be run down, so heavy weathering makes sense. That's kind of where I was going with this. And the other thing I'll show you, when I made this backdrop wall for the that little turntable diorama thing I did, I put stucco on it, stucco, I guess you could call it, on the brick. So over the brick, so it looks like it was worn down. I think I'm going to do that in this stuff too. So it's just not all brick and it breaks it up. Bob said they have some areas to be cleaner to imply that they're fixing it up. I kind of like the rundown look, to tell you the truth. I mean, Knox aren't very clean, so at least in my head canon, I mean, our clubhouse when I was in the club was always clean, but overall, the bike, a motorcycle clubhouse is always in the worst location possible because the rent's cheap. That's why they always did that. Crows in the air, appreciate you stopping in, man. Son of a Crayon said a 4 AA battery pack fits perfectly under the Stinger hood after a little snip. Yeah, I use a 9-volt battery pack for mine. At least that's usually what it is. Bob said, yeah, that's why they have prospects. Yeah. Live that life. That's for damn sure. So I did have to tape off the door because I already mounted the door in there. I just didn't want to spray over it, so I taped that off earlier. And this stuff was really quick. I mean, I put this stuff on with Mod Podge, and it was dry fairly within an hour or two, but I just spray painted this maybe not even an hour ago, all these walls. So it was pretty damn quick to get this knocked out. But I also have to size up how far I want to go from outside retaining wall to the garage wall before it starts where the clubhouse is at. And then the other part I'm going to have to do is measure this angled piece right here, since it's going to be angled to come into the gas station, you could say, the clubhouse. I may have actually cut this too short, so I may have to make another one of those. I apologize if there's lag time in between. It's me trying to get stuff back and forth. Thanks, Crow. Appreciate that. And I got to remember, too, which wall went where. I think this one went here. And I'm not sure if Bobby's in here or not. He may be busy, but he had given me the idea earlier of using what the hell was it? Bamboo, like a bamboo table runner, you know, like a tablecloth made out of bamboo for the garage door. But the problem is, I'm going to put a second floor in this. And if I want to shoot from the side of the garage, I don't want to have to take off that garage door all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 of these, and the doors for the garage essentially going to be like this, old steel doors. I was messing around with like chain link or something like that, and I just couldn't figure that one out. The chain link one I have is not that big. I wouldn't be able to do the doors with it like a rolling cage, and plus the end of the table I can't slide it back and forth. It would end up falling off. So I think I'm just going to make doors like this, and that's probably what I'm going to do here in a minute too. So it's all trying to get this stuff to fit, and I may have already trimmed this stuff too much. I'm not sure. So to get these 2 walls to stick, I'm gonna start with this one here because this is the main one I need to get set. And then, and these are only 12 inches long. So vertically, it's going to work because I'm going to have them crossed, kind of like an interior of a barn. That's the best I can explain this. But to go width-wise, you know, it's clearly, that's almost perfect, actually. It's going to have to be trimmed. But my thought was this can be a brace right here. So I want to get these cut, or at least marked, so I can cut them once I get off. And then when I'm done, I can go back and I can measure how much I'm going to need to go up this way. And then I may have a couple at like a 45-degree angle for support. And then, of course, I'll put wood stain on these to make them look a little bit older. And I got to figure out how high these things need to be, too. I'm thinking they need to be probably about waist high, maybe halfway. I don't want to have too many in here. I don't know if I should do 2 rows or 1. Crow said, White Mike, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Crow said, have you considered making wide bases for the walls to stand on rather than connecting them? They'll stand free and modular for photographs. Yes and no, because I don't know how I would do a base like that. I think I know what you're talking, almost like a channel for them to run into and just sit them on, but I don't know how I would do that. Unless I take all these and, you know, build something around it, which would probably be a pain. Or use C channel, but I haven't found the right C channel because it does switch in and out. So my thought was like Bob said earlier, I could put this on and put a magnet on there, and then when I need to, I can just take these off, and then the walls will come apart, and then I can move it. Gojo said 1 row at banister height, about an inverted T. An inverted T. Yeah, but how the hell would I do that? Give me 1 second. One second. Yeah, so an inverted T. Okay. So you're saying like this, Crow? All right. He's going to text me later and show what I'm talking about. Appreciate it. So I'm going to go with this, or at least get this part down. Seagram, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. And Gojo said about 3 feet high. So 3 feet and 1/12 scale would be 3 inches. So that'd be about 3 inches would be to about the bottom of the vest for Xandar. These are just going to be rough, so it's not going to be, I don't need this to be perfect. Again, it's supposed to be look like an old freaking building of some sort. Oh, I think I get what you're saying, Crow. Gasland, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. And I would suggest if you do this with the 2, like I did, Mod Podge did not work well. It didn't, even though I clamped it overnight, it didn't hold it tight. So I'm gonna have to go back and shoot some of that super glue in there that Seagram left me. I think I still got some left. If not, I'm gonna have to order some because that stuff worked really well. So this is the one I want down. And what I'm looking for, some of this is flush and some of this, it wasn't a perfect cut, so it wasn't straight. So I'm trying to make it the best I can. So that'll be the bottom there. This will face, this wall's facing that way. Yes, White Mike. Jimmy Woo has the same vest. You're absolutely right. The same vest as Marvin. Talos, same one. All I do is rip dye it black. So that's where I get my vest from, Talos or Jimmy Woo. I didn't even think about that because I did toss a couple Jimmy Woos because I got them for the badges. I should have kept the vest. I didn't even realize it till after the fact. Wood glue is gold. That's actually what I got, Crow. I do have some wood glue. I need to go back and clamp these. Seagram said all hail to Knox. Yeah, it dyes pretty good, but I had some sitting in the drawer over here, and I'm making 2 more characters, and I pulled those vests out, and they probably dyed them, I don't know, 2 months ago. And the problem was when I pulled it out the drawer, I noticed the color had started to run off a little bit. So when I did it today, I went ahead and sealed it right off the bat. So I writ dyed them again black today, then clear coated them right off the bat. Because I made a mistake one time when I did this. I put this on, I put the decals on, and I tried to get it on the figure. But from me moving it, even though it sat for a day, all the damn water slides had pretty much ripped off from me trying to heat the vest up to get it over the figure. And I will tell you that I've got one figure I'm doing right now, and Sergeant Slaughter's buck is about the biggest buck you can go to with using that vest. I had to stretch the hell out of that damn thing. I usually have that little mat on here, but with me trying to do all this stuff, it was a pain. So I had to take that mat down. That, whatever you want to call it, craft mat. the gray mat everybody's got the cut on. Paul Morales is here. Appreciate you stopping in. All right, so that's this wall here. Crayon, appreciate it, man. Y'all need to check out Crayon's channel. If you ain't subscribed to him, make sure you subscribe because he's about to put out a stinger that's going to blow your mind. All right, that one's done. I did not take into consideration this one here. That's 14 inches there. So I'm gonna have to go 7 inches on that one. I don't want to make I don't want to leave just a couple inches on it. I want to have a little bit more room on it. Now I lost my damn mark. It's the other reason I want to get these walls done is because these things keep falling on my ass. I'm afraid I'm going to come in here one night and all my shit's going to be knocked on the floor and everything's going to be broke. There it is. Let me go back to the comments. I know I'm behind a little bit. Sean said, Paul Crow, everyone in the chat, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you did too, Sean. It was all right. Thanks, Willie. I appreciate it, man. It's getting there slowly. I did finish the gas station. If anybody hasn't, well, I say it's a gas station, but I did finish this for the most part. What I need to do with this is I need to go ahead and take some Mod Podge with some sand and mix it together and then roll that stuff in there like you'd be spreading out a friggin' pie crust or some shit to get it to give that stucco look. Because even though I painted it, if you look at it, I mean, I can see it. I'm not sure if you guys can, but you can see the lines from the cardboard. And then I want to put a light in that as well. So I'm not really sure where I'm going to have that. If I'm going to have it on that wall, if I'm going to have it over here where I'm standing at, but I'm definitely going to have that thing done. But I can hide the batteries or whatever if I need to in that tube. So that thing, I think that thing came out pretty dope. Expensive ass gas pumps though. Well, it seems like $50 on Amazon, but that was, I'm not Amazon, eBay, but that was the cheapest I saw them. I think was 30 or 35. So I need, what I said, 14. So this one needs to be 7. Damn, I thought I can get this thing done tonight, at least the walls. Now you guys gave me an idea about the magnets and it's going to hold me up, which is fine. I'm going to go 6.5 on this one. I can weasel the rest in there after that. Yeah, they were worth it, Gojo. And I think Crow was the one I was talking to about him. I was like, man, I think I'm going to weather him. He's like, don't do it. Don't do it. So I'm glad somebody had stepped in there and said, don't do it, because I was damn sure about to rust that stuff up. But they're cool. So if I ever stop collecting, I would definitely keep at least that gas pump. All right, now I got to find that other board because I know it's in here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. There it is. Hey, Seagram, thanks. Appreciate it, man. I thought it was a good little touch, too. I got a fucking gnat in here. It's driving me nuts. I'll be wondering why I was being careful. There's about 8 bikes behind that. That was one of my goals is I wanted parking. That's why there's a door over here, right there. Behind that wall, all the bikes are lined up. So I want to make sure that I didn't knock those damn bikes over, which if I was smart, I would have taken all the damn stuff off to do this, but I didn't say I was smart to begin with. Yeah, I got an idea. Let me see if this works. Give me 1 second. There. I'm going to open this up. So if anybody, I know Seagram, you're on here. I know Crows comes on. If anybody wants to jump on, I'll add you in. Maybe it'll help me get some shit done. I'm not sure. Just copy and paste the link. No, I lost myself in the chat. Where am I at? Damn, how did I get this far up? Lonzo, thanks for stopping in. Dirty Knives, appreciate you stopping in. I don't think I've seen you before. I got them off eBay. And they are 1/12 scale. I don't remember the brand. I tossed the boxes already, but they are actually little banks. And once you put the coin inside, they light up the batteries. One of the batteries is almost done. The other one is dead. I know for sure. But they weren't. The other brands aren't expensive. The Harley is the one that was all expensive. That's why. But the other ones were fairly cheap. I just didn't want to have mixed matched. Gojo said on side note, I talked to my toy guy today and picked up a 2007 Indiana Jones German 2-ton truck for 3 3/4 scale, $10. That's cheap. And another Cobra Commander smiley face version. That's pretty cool. Toy guys are damn drug dealers for us. Bob, yes, I was thinking about doing that. It won't be down here. It'll be upstairs because I'm not. My original plan for this was this thing was going to be like I wanted a road like right here off the table. And then the other part I wanted to have somewhere, I wanted to have access to like a swamp. So originally I wanted it to be bigger, but I've got to one, either extend this table or two, wait till I get upstairs into my toy room because this will be my centerpiece. No worries, Cole. Family first, man. Hey, thanks, Seagram. Knock around grenade. Appreciate you jumping on. So I'm gonna run these all the way across the backside here, and then they're gonna come up. You can't even see. Then they'll come up this way here, and then this is where the stage is gonna be at. I'm still gonna build that. And then this will be the entrance, and I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do for windows here. I think I'm gonna put a small window up top, maybe over here, just underneath, just to kind of give it a little bit in case I decide to move this pump that it has some stuff to do, but I'm definitely going to put, I may go a double door here. It all depends. Like I said, when I cut this, I thought I had this part here straight, and I wasn't 100% sure. And then I went ahead and had this one. I'm like, okay, I'm good on this. And then I cut this wall, and I may have cut this wall too short. So I may have to go back and do it, which is fine because it's just brick on both sides. I didn't do the corrugated on that. Son said corkboard roll works awesome for roads. I didn't know that stuff came in a roll. But that's a damn good idea because you can paint that very easy. NorCal, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming in. So, and then the other thing I'm going to have to figure out is how the hell I'm going to hold this wall to this one and this one because it's at an angle. I didn't want straight flat. I kind of wanted it almost at 45 or something, but it's getting there. Eventually I'll come to it. If I have to, I was thinking maybe if I had to trim the inside of it, because this is a double wall, this is a single wall, this is a double wall. So I may have to get like, I don't know, some kind of pins or something like that and get them to stick in there. Hey, Gun Bunny, appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you. Hell, Gun Bunny may know how I connect this wall and this wall to this center wall. If it's not straight, it's at an angle. This is, I keep forgetting the damn name of this shit. Yard sale sign board. So I'm running into that dilemma of that one. Tony Spags, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. And Gun Bunny, awesome paint job on that van that Tony Figs did a horrible review on. That thing came out pretty damn dope. I like it for cold slither. That back of that wall is 44 inches. So, anytime, man. You do great work. I wish I could airbrush. Um, 44 inches divided by 12 says three and some change. That can't be right. One. Two. Three there. I need two more on the other side, I would imagine. And I screwed up on that wall over there because I already put one together thinking that the boards together would be enough to be glued into this, but yeah, it didn't work. Panther, thanks for stopping in. Gun Bunny, it is styrene, not styrene, plastic board. It's corrugated plastic. I'm sorry. Let me get a clean sheet. If you guys can see, this is the inside of it. If the camera will focus. And it's just the boards that people would put like house for sale, rentals, stuff like that. It's this stuff. You can get it in multiple sizes. The size I have, I think, is 18 by 12. So the back wall, because the door is a 1/2 inch thick, I had to double that back wall up. So I've got 2 of them glued together. Otherwise, that door would flop against the wall. And the reason I went with this is, 1, I wasn't carbon brick. 2, I figured this would last longer. Crayon Slayer told me about it. So I was going to use this stuff instead. And I'm fine with it. I probably should have got 1 straight long piece, but it's expensive as shit. But I can't figure out how to join the walls. And this, where the holes are at, if the holes were on the side, it'd be fine. But the holes are on the top. So then I run into the problem of having that ridge right there that I have to cut that channel out, and I need to figure out how to get those walls to connect. So I'm going to use the boards, those wood that's on top, as like beams or chair rails, I guess you could call them. And I thought magnets, and I mean, a couple people have mentioned C-channel, which is a great idea. It's just, I guess I could get the styrene C-channel and put it in there and then heat it up and bend it. That may work. But regardless, I still got to get this wood up in there. So I figured I could put these on there. But then somebody, Bobby Odd, said, hey, man, why don't you magnetize it so you can tear it down, which is a great idea. And then Crow mentioned using a T thing to use. I got back. Appreciate it, Stephen.
What up?
You probably can't control the chat enough, can you?
Let me see here. I don't know if I can control it. I'm trying. Yeah, I can't control anything, man.
All right.
You want to put me on the side? Because I'm taking up most of the screen right now, too.
Man, now you ask me some complicated shit.
Controls. I can see it. Nah. Nobody wants to see my big ass face. Your shit. There you go.
There we go.
I can help out with the chat manually if you want me to.
Yeah, if you can read it, then I can just reply back to it.
What was the last one you were on, bro?
Gun Bunny was asking what I used.
It's looking really good, Dookie. I love the gas pumps, man. That shit is so nice, bro.
Apparently, I lost one of my fucking walls.
So it looks like Gun Bunny was saying he's never used that material before.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
What up, son of a Crayon Slayer? How you doing, man? Anybody in the chat seen this commercial Dookie's put out? He made one hell of a commercial for his bikes. It's pretty badass. So what's your estimated time frame on this, Dookie, from when you think you'll have this clubhouse finished?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hope within a month or so. Maybe I'd say 2 months to be safe, because I'm not just doing a bottom floor. I want to do a top floor, which I have the boards and stuff for, but it's all the little intricate things that, you know, as you're doing the shit, you find out you need more shit.
Hey, what's up, Jay Panther 23? Hey, appreciate it. Yeah, Dookie actually lives right up the road from me and Savage, man. So we do a lot of collaborations. No, Knock Renegade said Burnout would be proud of the commercial. Yeah, he damn right. That's a badass commercial. I'm ready to get me a second one.
You ain't far.
So your plan is, you said, about a month to finish this out, and
maybe 2. Maybe 2. Like the way I did them walls, I did it with a light gray and then a dark one. when I painted it, I should have recorded it or waited, but I did it purposely. I left gaps when I was doing it on the corrugated stuff. So, because I knew I wanted to use 2 colors, and then I had that hammered aluminum spray paint, and I just lightly went over. What I should have done was use a light aluminum, or the hammered aluminum paint on it first, and then went over it with the 2 different grays. I think it would have popped kind of in like a reverse color, but I mean, it looks good either way. It looks like it's run down, and that's kind of what I wanted.
Toyonomic Trade just stepped in saying, "What's up to everybody? What's going on?
What's up, Trey?
What's going on?" Hey, and Trey, man, I swear to God, I'm not ignoring you, man. I had a guy go missing on my staff, and man, I've been working 60 to 70 hours the past 2 weeks, man. So I just have not had a whole lot of time to put into this collecting ish. But I'm not avoiding you, bro. Appreciate you understanding, man.
Trey's another local.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of people here in the area, man. Like on the show that I do, the Night Force show, that Gin Rummy guy, he's out at Nightdale.
Yeah, Nightdale, right?
Yep.
So I think I have enough wood. When I get off tonight, I'll go ahead and cut it, and I'm going to do a double border. So I think I'm going to do one 3 inches high. So one would be about here, and then maybe do one here. Or I may do it up top. I think up top would make more sense.
Yeah.
And then I'll run slats across like this every so often. And then every, 3 or 4, I'll do like a cross brace of some sort. But I got to get them all cut first, and then once they're cut, I really need to get damn magnets. But once they're cut, I can piece where I need it to be at, and then let me get this wall fixed because I got to do this wall over here. I can hear you, Seagram.
So you got the gas pumps on eBay, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
that really gives an authentic
pain in the ass to find. I just happened to stumble across them. I was looking up different ones like Etsy and stuff like that. They're all.
I was saying I made a little progress on my space today after we talked earlier.
There you go.
Got the room cleaned
you
up
order
a little
yourself?
bit. Yes, I ordered two sets for the garage. So, I think that's the best place to start, man. Get all that organized, get all the diorama shit set up out there, get that organized and get some kind of system so I know what's in the boxes and just go from there. I think I'm still going to use that other room though as the photo shoot room because it's only got one window and there's not a whole lot of sun on that side of the house. So that seems to be the darkest room.
Well, your garage, if you put tint on the windows.
Keen NYC's in here. He's saying, never would have I ever thought collecting would evolve to this. Yeah, it's insane, man. And there's so many people out there that have personalized their style into their collection. Like, you see Dookie with the Knox and bringing the bike culture into his stuff. You see Savage and with his collection, he has it personalized where he brings in a lot of like the Wu-Tang stuff and the Jordans and the sneakers, so it's really evolved, man. I definitely agree to that. And Tony's Figs, what up? Another guy, great customizer, has his own style.
You know how this shit started? It started with us putting those blankets on the couches and making forts. That's where it started at.
Yeah, I had a big ass blanket. It was a mountain, man. I used it as a mountain. I was lucky though. Growing up, I had a pool in the backyard, so I was able to take my well and a lot of the vehicles, my devilfish, and play in the pool with that shit, man. Knock Renegade saying he just tried to Photoshop / AI his version of Dreadbats, but probably got to do an actual customization at some point. Yeah. What's that?
Oh, a Dreadnought bat?
Yeah, Knock Renegade. He said he did an AI Photoshop of what a Dreadnought bat would look like. And so he's saying now he's got to do his own actual customization. Crusty old crow. My obsession with customizing started with Warhammer 40K. That's one thing I never got into was Warhammer. Did you ever mess with Warhammer, Dookie?
No, I haven't. Thought about it.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people, man, that in the customizing game that got into Warhammer with the painting and shit. I've heard several people say that over the years.
There's your bat.
Gasland has a question for you, Dookie. He's asking, are you going to do ceiling joist to support the second floor?
What I'm going to do for the second floor is just going to go, I'm going to get, I don't know if I have a small piece or not. There's real thin wood I use for my shelves. So what I'll do is I'll put it on that thin wood, because if I ever wanted to switch my shelves out, I didn't want it committed to my shelf. Seagram's seen them where I can slide that whole diorama out of my shelf if I need to, if I want to switch the shelves sequence up, I guess you could say. So it's a real thin piece of wood, and then I put my styrofoam on it. So what I'm going to use, I think, is that real thin piece of wood, and then I'm going to have maybe this stuff or maybe foam board or something. I'm not really sure yet. And then I'll have braces going across. And then I'm probably going to have a pillar or something going straight down to support the middle of it somewhere. I haven't thought that far ahead.
All right. And then Panther 23 has a question for you about your music. He's asking how you come up with the songs that you use.
MyTunes. AI music or AI app called MyTunes. And if you're going to do it, if you're going to do it quite a bit, it's just better off getting a year subscription. Otherwise, they charge you like $10 a week. I think the yearly subscription was like $50. And I started doing it. I was like, you know what? I actually like it because it's something different. Nobody else is doing it. So I do it for my videos instead of me having to talk on some stuff. And it just makes it easier.
Toyonomic Trey is saying he agrees with you that started with making blanket forts in the living room and playing outside using sticks as pew-pews.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's saying his nephews were growing up. He was the king blanket maker or fort maker.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere. And I truly believe that's where it started.
Son of a Cran Slayer is saying he wishes he could track down one of the custom Dread Bat. That was from the not San Diego, but what toy show was that?
That was SoCal Joe show.
SoCal Joe. Okay. But that one right there, that's the one you made, correct? Or is that the SoCal?
Yeah, that one's the one I made.
Okay. But you actually have a SoCal as well. I think I remember seeing.
Yeah, I put that shit back. I had it out for a little bit, but I put it back in the box. It's up on the shelf. I keep the all SoCal Joe figures, and then I've got the Legacy and 60th anniversary all in box. So see, I did short myself on this front wall because I've got the outer walls where they need to be now. So I'm going to have to shift this over just a little bit. And that was one of the main things I needed to do tonight was figure that out. Because if I set this wall, I didn't want to have to redo that. And this is a double. This is a single. Which is fine. It just gives the garage another inch or two. But it takes away from the interior for the clubhouse.
No, it's looking good. Hey, Stu for Lunch is in here, and he's saying, what's up to you and me? Greetings and hello to the chat room. Happy Sunday. And hey, Stu, man, I misread your message last night in the chat. It sounds like you got a movie podcast or streaming show. Do you know anything about Stu's movie podcast?
No, I checked his channel out a couple months ago, but I haven't been back to it.
Well, I apologize, Stu, for misreading that, man. I'm definitely going to check that out. See what you got going on over there.
I need to start hitting his stuff up more. I try to see everybody that's in the chat. I try to see if they have one. If they have one, I try to watch, a couple videos here and there. Because when I'm doing this, a lot of times I just put on YouTube and just let it play.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I've noticed, like throughout the week. The last 2 weeks, I've been so busy with work. But prior to that, man, there's so many of us that have channels or shows during the week. And you see a lot of the same people in the chats, man. And that's one thing I enjoy is all the camaraderie and, talking back and forth in the chats, man. I really enjoy that shit, bro.
Yeah, and I try to support anybody that has a channel. Even if I just jump on there for 5-10 minutes and hit that like button. If I'm watching your channel, I'm hitting that like button. I don't understand why people watch a video and then don't like it. But that's just me.
All right, and Knock Renegade is saying he wants more of a legacy Call of Duty soldier idea instead of the usual skull mask. It's the Zartan skull on the faceplate of the bat, and the bat has a metal Zartan hood. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Talking about Dreadnought bat.
Yep, that would be dope.
And Bobby the Odd is saying XPS foam would be good for a roof ceiling, pretty strong and lightweight.
Yeah, I thought about that, and that's the route I may go because it's going to be more sturdier, and I can hold the weight of what's going to be up there. The other issue I was running into with that is the damn stairs. I got these stairs here. I got these stairs here, but I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could grab a board real quick. One, these things are janky, man. I can't find a good set of stairs anywhere.
Dude, I'm about to screenshot something. It wouldn't work for what you got going on, but BBTS has a
fire escape.
Have you seen it?
Yeah,
it's like 5 stories tall.
Yeah, and you can get them on Amazon.
Nah, this is something different, man. Hold on. I'm about to. It's really expensive, though. It wouldn't work for what you're doing because you're only trying to do like a 2-floor. But this shit's like $300, man, after shipping and everything else. But it looks really cool, man. I could see somebody doing like a really dope story, like a fight, like a shootout going down the staircase. I'll get it loaded up in just a second. Actually, I can't load it up. I don't have access to the I'm tripping. I don't have access to the StreamYard, man. But anybody that wants to check it out, say what?
Just send it in a text. I guess that would work. That's not bad. If the foam is the second floor, I mean, it almost gives it like another step.
So I just sent it to you. Stu's talking about his channel. It's on Saturday nights, and it's with Talib 1980. And It's 10 p.m. Central, and they do fun movie talk and a lot of fun ranking of movies.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I watch a lot of movies. I'll turn that
He's
stuff on
also
in
saying
YouTube.
he's also saying Instagram is his best place to check out what's going on with him. And also, JD Panther was saying that he was asking about the music because he wants to get a channel started for himself so he could join the club. He wants to get a
Yeah, MyTunes. It's an app on, I don't know if they have it on Google. Depends what you have. I have an iPhone. And I just looked up AI music, and then MyTunes was like the first thing that popped up. And like I said, if you do that, I think the annual membership's $50 after I wasted like $40-$50 in a row because it times out after a week. You're better off getting the annual. And then it saves your stuff, and your stuff's kind of like copyrighted. It's got a license or some shit. I haven't gone that far in depth in it. And there's a way to do videos with it too, but I haven't checked it out either.
So your wife is in here saying that I like that, babe. Looks good. A little spousal support.
Well, I appreciate that considering she's the what do we say, chief financial officer?
The CFO.
Yeah, CFO.
All right. Toyonomic Trey is saying, Dookie, I want to be there while you and HVX Customs talk dial building at IshCon. You know what? That may need to be a AFA episode.
Hey, anytime, Trey. You know that.
All right. So I actually have one of you know that one diorama in my office. That's a HVX, the one with my Savage Crucible stuff. That's like the medieval
that castle-looking one.
Yeah, that's Jimmy built that over at HVX Customs.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, I got that at IshCon last year.
I ain't that damn good. I'm just a dude trying to wing this shit, man.
Man, he's. I mean, you're talented, man. I'm not. But man, Jimmy is doing some really cool shit, man. That poster diorama that he did for World War Hell, that shit is incredible, man. I think we showed it when you came on Night Force.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the one that looks like a poster, but it's almost like a damn display case, right?
Yeah, it's layered down. Yeah, you got like the ground level, and then you're going down into going into hell.
Yeah, that thing is sick as hell. If I were to do something like that, I would make it like the 3-piece patch that I made for Knott County. So I'd have the international guys, Zartan and them up top, and then I'd have the rest of the chapters underneath, and then the bottom rocker would be my customs. But hell, I got 3 more of them sitting in the bin right now. 2 more knocks and then my bar winch. This is one thing I did want to show. If anybody has that damn coil helmet from the Baroness, that's a motorcycle helmet all day long. All I did was chrome paint it, the visor. And that looks just like my damn Simpson helmet I got sitting in my locker over there.
So is that Bad Mother Customs underneath it, or did you draw that on there?
No. That is an oddball one. That is Toy Hacks. So Bad Mother didn't have that one. I had this one laying in my bin when I first got into doing customizing, the water slides. They won't focus. So I used that one, and I just had it laying around, and I finally decided to use it.
C. Gargus is asking what's going on here. You want to tell him what you got going on, Dookie?
What's up, man? Yeah, appreciate you stopping in. I'm building a scaled clubhouse / gas station / bar for the Dreadnought. So I've had this idea for over a year when I did the damn blueprints for it, but I actually did blueprints on PowerPoint, what I wanted to do. And then I've been sitting on it for a while, and I finally was like, you know what? I got to start doing this shit. So this is kind of be like my centerpiece for the story eventually I'm going to come out with. That's going to be telling the story of my custom character I did of me going into the Dreadnoughts.
All right, Toyonomic Trey saying that he's agreeing about Jimmy's HVX World War Hell poster. He's saying that is sick. That he got to see the full behind the scenes of Jimmy making that, and he's saying wait till we see what he's making for IshCon. Legend Series is in the building.
What's up, Tony? Oh shit, he's coming on soon. We're gonna have to jump off in a minute.
Stu for lunch is saying, Dookie, if the Dreadnoks are into playing cornhole bags, I bought a cool desktop bag game from the Hallmark store today. He's saying it fits perfectly with the 112 scale figs. You got a pool table, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Where is it at? Hallmark?
And Knock Renegades is saying that he thinks the Knox would do cornhole with grenades.
That's an idea right there. Cornhole grenades.
Dead Linked is asking if you're going to be doing fencing and barbed wire for that.
So originally the backside, which I'm kind of disappointed about, is not big enough. But I was going to have a fence in the backside, so all the bikes are lined up there. So my thought was, they come in from the back and they line up in the back of the clubhouse. That's what the most secure area is. And that's why that back door is there, is for the members to come in. Front door is supposed to be the gas stations / bar patrons. But I wanted to have a fence on each side, or at least on one side. I might be able to do it. I think it's big enough. But the part that I'm bummed about that you can't see is the freaking burnout pit that I built.
Oh, man.
So I got this idea from Myrtle Beach when I used to go down to Bike Week. And it was a place called Suck Bang Blow. And at Suck Bang Blow, no shit, that's what it's called. At Suck Bang Blow, they have one of these sitting outside the back of the bar. So the bar would be like up here. You drive around, you pull your bike into the burnout pit right here, smoke the tires, which is the reason I bought that Ghost Rider bike. I didn't care about it being red. I wanted the flame effects from it. You burn your tires out, then you push your damn bike out after you did a burnout while everybody's watching up on top of the bar and shit. And then once you push your bike out, there was a little shop right across like the alleyway that you could get a brand new tire at. Probably like 5 times as much as you would normally pay. So it was a dope idea that they did that. A hell of a friggin' business. And I'm going to try to incorporate that by when I do the second floor, I'm going to put a lookout area above the garage area so people can actually stand up here and watch it.
Hey, hold that up again. I mean, I love how you got the smoke for the tire right there in the middle, man. That's a nice touch right there in the back.
Yeah, and that's from the front tire. That'd be the front tire hitting it.
Oh, the front tire.
As
okay.
it's getting rubbed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, then I just squirted some paint and shit on it just to kind of give it an effect like there was dirt and shit on it. And I had a couple of stickers laying over. This is, I think, from the Rattler. I bought an extra set of stickers off Woody. Just a couple of Dreadnoks. I mean, just dumb shit. But this is the one they had at Suck Bang Blow looked almost exactly like this, and then they had a bike sitting on top of it. If you look up Burnout Pit at Suck Bang Blow, that's where you'll see this idea came from. And then the glass on the inside says rattle this from the, I think it's the Rattler sticker.
G.I. Jetman is in the chat. He's saying, what's up to you?
What's up, Jetman?
Toyonomic Trey commented back to Stu that he actually has that cornhole set and his Cobra Troopers use it.
So it's at Hallmark?
Yeah, at Hallmark.
I'm going to have to grab one of them damn things. Yeah, I'm going to have to replace it with grenades. I like that idea. No, Stu, not Suck Man Blow. Suck Bang Blow. SBB. Myrtle Beach. He looks at Suck Man Blow. You may get something you don't want to look at.
We in the Grass. I don't know that name. Do you know We in the Grass, Dookie?
No.
He's saying you guys did a whole damn model and everything. So yeah,
Appreciate
that's what Dookie does, man. He builds out these sets, and right now he's working on a not garage. Got the gas station. Got the clubhouse. Got the garage. He's doing it big, man.
You know, all this shit started with Savage and Woody. I saw Savage's shit, and I saw Woody doing how Woody built his table, and I was like, I'm going to do that. And my wife's like, you're an idiot. I'm like, why? She's like, you have a workbench. You don't use it anymore. I was like, damn, you're right. So the workbench was already here. And then I started setting scenes up. Like, I think one of the first things I did, I built like a cave kind of wall and put some grass and shit down. And it was like, okay, that's not bad. And I think one of the first videos I did was the Dreadnoughts with the ramen van. I don't even remember. And then it's just snowballed from there, like doing a Dreadnought raid and the one you saw, Seagram, of the, you know, the Rattler when I had the hanger and shit. And that's all been on the same page.
You need to do an updated tour of your room, your toy room, Dookie.
Yeah, but I got 5 shelves right now in disrepair. I stripped all the Dreadnought stuff. So the Dreadnought one, I put that 5th one up. I think when you were here, I only had 4, right?
Yeah, I can't remember. I know you had a lot though, man. You had like 2 walls. You had 2 full walls of shelves.
The 5th one, to the far right, that shelf is one of those shelves. One of those cabinets is 3 across. Is all Dreadnoughts, and I had to take all that stuff out, and it's down here. And then I got the Cobra Law shelf, which I haven't even started yet. I'm just kind of been throwing stuff in there, but it has already changed up quite a bit. I've got one for the bats. I think I got 16 bats in there, all the same bat, number 33.
Okay. Did you pick up any of the retro bats, Dookie?
Yeah, I got one, or I bought 2. I've got one on card, and I gave my kid one because he wanted the blast effects. So, but I like the old style.
Yeah, I agree, man. But like I was saying last night, man, you know, I always get upset when we find out what the retro is going to be. But then when I see the damn retros, man, I always end up liking the retros just a little bit better than the originals. You know, the colors on the retros just seem to like pop a little bit more.
It's that hook and bait, man. They know what they're doing.
So, Dead Linked and Toynomic Trey are talking about a toy swap that's going to be going on in Greenville on the 18th.
Yeah.
So when is that?
Dead Link's in North Carolina too. He's out by Greenville.
Yeah, I might need. That's next Saturday, man. I might try to make it out to that one too.
Cullen's got his building event at Lowe's next Saturday, which means I got to do the work because he usually just sits there and puts the stickers on. He starts it and then he gets bored.
Man, I'm just so busy right now, man. Work is kicking my ass, which is a good thing because, you know, I need to be making that money, man. But, you know, my days are going. I get up at 5:30, 5:36, don't get home till about 6 at night. And then when I do get home, I got to do a couple hours of paperwork. So, you know, I'm pulling like 12, 13, 14-hour days this time of year.
Yeah, I wouldn't be complaining with the money coming in, though. It could be worse. You may not have any money coming in.
Oh, no, trust me. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I'm going to have to be, you know, the G.I. Joe shit's going to have to be secondary for a little while for the next couple months. Yeah, Trey, I'm going to really try, man. Just depends on how this week goes and what Saturday's looking like. I actually went to East Carolina back in the 90s for a little bit. Greenville's changed quite a bit, man, since I went there. Back when I went, it was just a little redneck town, man. It's really grown over the last 25 years.
That's where I had a buddy of mine. He lived there. He passed away last year as a high school teacher. I used to ride with him.
Well, Trey, we were there at the same time, man. I was there in 99 and 2000. Yeah, Knock Renegade, yeah. You know, adulting and being responsible, taking care of your family, paying your bills, all that comes first.
That's the only reason I'm doing this shit as much as I do is because I'm lucky enough to be retired. I mean, if I had a full-time job, I wouldn't be this involved. That I don't sleep.
So is that door right there next to the spray can? Is that one of the doors that you got from that Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, from Hobby Lobby. I bought. I think I have 3 of them because originally I wanted to have a door in the garage, and then I thought about it. I'm like, no, that's kind of stupid. And then I was gonna have a door going out there, but I didn't do that either. So I'm only gonna have 2 damn doors in the thing, you know. Because the more doors I use, the more these boards I have to use because you have to double them up. Gasland, I just saw his comment. He said I need a pop machine for outside the front door. I've got a Cobra one upstairs.
Yeah, I got a Pepsi one that I bought off Etsy a few years back. That's pretty cool.
I should put the G.I. Joe one out here instead of the Cobra one with Slaughter on it.
So the video that Savage played last night with the excerpt from your interview.
Yep.
Did that guy, did he give any indication like how far along he was with that? Is he still like just designing it on his computer, or has he actually started printing out prototypes? Where is he at exactly?
No indication yet. He didn't say anything other than he was working on it.
Toynomic Trey saying you need to get Jimmy to make you a roll-up door for the garage.
Yeah, but I want to be able to take this wall off so I can do photo shooting inside if I need to. Because I had thought about that. Bobby Wald had said that. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, well, if I ever decide to shoot inside here, I want to make sure that this wall here can come off. And that's kind of why I don't want to have everything 100% secured. Because I want to be able to take walls off and do different angles to see different things. Oh, he said his stuff has got magnets. That would be dope.
Knock Renegades is saying, so fun thing is about Aussie humor is that they love irony. So having Aussie bikers eating Choco donuts actually fits.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. When I was a prospect, we had an early morning run. My first few months of prospecting, guess what I brought every time? Motherfucking donuts. I wasn't told to. I just did it. The first time I brought Krispy Kremes and they were fucking cold, man, I got my ass handed to me.
So you were doing this show every week, but you moved it every 2 weeks, or is it still every week, Dookie? Is it still every
That's
Sunday
what
night?
I'm trying to debate. I had a poll. I guess I didn't put it up there. Let me see if I have it. I thought I did it. I thought when I started the show it would show up. Oh shit! What am I doing? Still waiting for them StreamYard lesson from Baldy Locks. Man, I do not know what I did. There we go. Oh, here it is. Does that show up? I can't tell.
Yeah, it's on there.
All right, there. Everybody vote on that. I like to do this thing every month, every week, because getting materials and everything, it's a lot to go under. So I'm either going to do it once a month or bi-weekly. I'll let the chat figure that out. And I appreciate everybody watching. I know not everybody's commenting, but I think this is the most I've ever had to watch at one time. So
I can't comment. I can't comment, bro. But I would say bi-weekly. I think once a month I think that only give you 12 times a year, man. You know, there's a lot that happens over the course of a month, man. I think bi-weekly would be good.
Yeah. Does it let you take the poll or not?
Nah, I can't take it. I don't know if the other guy, but I can't because I'm in the backstage.
Oh, okay.
So JDI, all right, hold on. It's up. So
My wife nailed it.
So Go Joe is saying bi-weekly. Gasland Mechanic is saying bi-weekly. Jay Panther saying he's in all the way, either way. Knock Renegade is saying you can do bi-weekly. Go for it. Go Joe's agreeing, saying a month is too long to go, without updates. Your wife is saying she just doesn't want to miss the wrestling next weekend.
No,
what
I don't want to
WrestleMania
miss
is it?
42, I think.
Oh, you just don't want to miss the wrestling. Okay.
Hell no, I don't. Fucking Brock Lesnar's last wrestling too.
So Trey, I think what you do is it's not letting you click on the chat on the screen. I think you got to just enter it into the chat.
Yeah, I don't know what let me take it off. Everybody's saying
White
bi-weekly.
Mike,
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, White Mike saying bi-weekly.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
King was
Bi-weekly's
answering what
good.
WrestleMania it is, so he must be a WrestleMania fan too, a wrestling fan.
Man,
your wife is laughing, saying, "Not her."
Some of my fondest memories, my grandfather, he was tightwad. And not only a tightwad, but he also, provided for the family and he did everything for his wife. Kind of old school like I am. But he used to let me get wrestling once a year. He used to like the Royal Rumble. That's back when we had to pay $60 for a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
So that was his thing. And I've been a wrestling fan since I was a kid, man. Lifelong. And my son's just now starting to get into it because he's 7. He's at that age. We sat down last night, and the 3 of us picked who was going to win each match. It was kind of funny. And my son may actually have a couple of them right. He kind of surprised me in a couple of his answers. You want to see a kid get pissed? He was fucking balling when Cody Rhodes lost the championship to John Cena when John Cena was a heel.
Knock Renegade is saying his friends are more into AEW these days when it comes to wrestling, but he's saying he dropped off in the 90s with WWF and WWE. What Legend Series? He doesn't he do something in the wrestling industry?
Or he used to wrestle. Yeah, he used to wrestle.
But I thought he did something with videography with wrestling.
I think he's a producer of some sort. I'm not 100% sure. All right, so this will be my damn door now. Man, this looks 10 times better. When you see it in person, it's going to blow your mind. The camera, I'm looking at it on there, and in person, is 100% better.
Sue for Lunch is saying his mom took care of him, and she always said yes for the pay-per-view back in the day. So shout out to his mom in heaven. Yeah, word up, man.
Yeah. And it's one of those things, when you're a kid, you think it's fake or you think it's real, but it's not 100% real. But back then when they were showing color or when they were showing blood, it'd trip you out. So when Cody got busted open, my son, man, lost it. He literally got off the couch, was crying, and ran upstairs.
Oh, no. Poor fella.
I was like, dude, it's fake. He's like, no, it's not.
So my back when I was your son's age, my dad had one of those cheater cable boxes that unlocked all the channels. So I always got to watch back when it was Hulkamania and Ultimate Warrior and all those guys. I got to watch all that shit for free back in the day. And then, you know, when
Undertaker.
mom and dad were sleeping, I was watching Playboy.
Skinemax, all distorted and shit.
Oh, nah, man. This was a cable box, man. It had like the Playboy for real. So, yeah, I was definitely more into Playboy than WrestleMania. Even at 10 years old.
We didn't have Playboy. I remember Skinemax having to squint at the lines to see a nipple or something.
Let's see. Knock Renegade is saying it's live action stunt coordination for the wrestling. Keen NYC is saying other than classified, Mattel WWE figures are a shit. So that's cool. He collects both.
The elite ones. Ultimate Elite.
Classified, or I'm sorry, Gasland Mechanic is saying, damn, this chat's moving quick now. Gasland Mechanic is saying it's fake, but it also has a lot of reality. You know, what it is it's great storytelling, man. They do good storytelling with the wrestling and the arcs and the villains, and that's what they do good with it. Toyonomic Trey is saying that we had the black box too with the giant satellite dish and the Spice Channel. Yeah, Trey knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why I had Spice Channel. That brings back some damn memories.
Keen NYC saying they had one too, man. I knew there had to be some people in the chat that remember that shit.
But the storytelling is why I watch WWE. AEW sucks because they don't do storytelling the way WWE does.
Your wife is telling Keen NYC to ask Dookie about his WWE figures, that you don't talk about those.
I collected very few. I was a big Bray Wyatt fan. Undertaker is my all-time favorite. And then Triple H, I liked him. Stone Cold. You know, I grew up in the Attitude Era. But Bray Wyatt passed roughly this, you know, my cousin passed in December. Bray Wyatt passed that following summer. So that was a lot of shit for me, like mentally to process. And my cousin and I were close. And I love Bray Wyatt. I was like, man, that fucking sucks. So it brought up memories of my cousin passing. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to get the Wyatt 6. So I've got those. I've got all the Wyatt 6 figures. I've got probably 4 or 5 different Bray Wyatt figures. And I've got Demolition was one of my favorite tag teams growing up. And, of course, I got one of the Undertakers. But that's all for wrestling. I don't really – and I do have a ring that I used for Joe Classified, for the classified stuff with the dreadnoughts and shit. And that's where I got the idea to put Cobra Commander and General Hawk as the commentating. Because in commentating wrestling, you always have a heel and you always have a good guy, like Michael Cole or Jerry the King and fucking JR, you know?
Hustle's in the building saying what's up.
What's up, Hustle?
And Bobby is mentioning that you added an overhang to the pumps. And
yeah, I did.
And Dead Link is asking how many 112 bikes are in your collection right now, Dookie.
Let me count.
While you're counting, Gasland Mechanics is saying he misses the old timers. Dick the Bruiser, Bobo Brazil, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Jake the Snake. Yeah, those are some old names. What's the count?
I think 14. 14 in a trike.
But how? So you got 14 in your personal collection. How many have you made total now, you think? About 20?
2. No, total?
Yeah.
Total 2. 1 for you, 1 for Uncle Clutch. I'm going to do 1 for Gojo. He reached out. And then
you got 1 for Lonzo in the making. Aren't you?
Yeah, I got 1 for Lonzo and then Savage. So what is that? Almost 20.
That's pretty close to 20. Keen NYC saying he did the same thing with the Triple X movies. Oh, I know we weren't the only ones, Keen. Hey, I'm sure everybody was when mom and dad went to bed.
That's just how we did it back then. I'm going to the store. You got to listen for the driveway for them to pull back up. There wasn't no 360 or nothing for them to pull back in, you know?
The Prophet director is saying that he loves your work, Dookie. It's kind of odd that a guy named Dookie work isn't the shittiest in the least.
I appreciate it. It's because I'm the shit.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. It's because Dookie's the shit.
Remember old fucking Notorious B.I.G.? Who's a real Dookie? Who's really the shit?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Knock Renegade, he's saying Hector is a ring announcer. I don't know who that was. Who was Hector as a ring announcer? Do you know who he's talking about?
For WWE, I don't remember. I think he's saying Hector from G.I. Joe to be.
Oh, yes.
A ring
yes,
announcer.
That would. Oh, yes. Yeah, good catch. That would be dope. You know, I would love to get a set like that. You know the McFarlane set they did with the Joker, where it was like a nighttime. It had the guy with the interview guy, like the nighttime show. It came out about a year ago, or maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
That would be dope if we got something like that with Classified, but it was Hector Ramirez and it was him, like a news report, little stage or set. I would dig that, man.
Shane, from same time, he had a Hector Ramirez he was using for his videos.
So does Uncle Clutch live in Georgia?
Yeah, he's outside of Atlanta, I think.
Okay, so Dead Link is saying that the bike you made and sent to Georgia was badass. That seat was nasty.
They ain't seen the newest one yet, have they?
Yeah, that new one, man. I wanted to show it last night. I started to.
I'm gonna have to let this dry. I'll grab it and show it. So all I'm doing, these are two different grays. I don't know if you can really tell, but this is kind of how I'm doing it. The dark one is a Artist Loft gray, cheap shit from Dan Michaels, and the lighter gray is pewter gray from Walmart, Apple Barrel. Ain't no sense of getting damn Citadel paints when this stuff is cheap.
So Bobby is talking about he used Emirate Ross and a retro Tony Stark head for making his custom Ramirez, but he's also making the news van for him as well. That'll be dope.
Yeah.
Profit director saying that he loves the choices you make for your customs. For example, your Dreadnought Police Force. And he's also making a Hector Ramirez and a Honda Lou West.
Like Savage was talking last night. I think that's the way people are going. People are going to collect their own shit the way they want, not what they're forcing. Not that they're forcing them down your throat, but not what they're giving us. You're making your own world. You know?
King is saying the one you did for me, the Xandar bike, was fire. Yeah, man, that shit was dope, man.
I appreciate it.
And appreciate you saying that, man, King.
I was just glad you trusted me with the 113 because I'm not gonna lie, I had a fucking pucker factor from like crazy on that day. I mean, I've done it on the bikes and shit. I know what I was doing, but I was like, man, I don't know how this thing's constructed. I don't know if I run a sander to it, it's gonna fucking blow up on me. Seagram's gonna fucking kill me in my own garage.
Well, you know, when we got done, I was kind of worried, man, that we took too much off. But by the time I got it home and you know, it had that black, like the grill that went on the light. Once I put the grill on there, like it covered up everything else, and you couldn't even notice it, man. Knock Renegade is saying that I'm just better at the riding bit than customs. I'm just here to watch in awe of the peeps at the customs, and awe of peeps that can do customs.
That's one thing I need to get better at, is the writing aspect of it. But that'll come after I get the same. I mean, I kind of wanted to go that direction, but every time I start to tell a story, I realize I need more shit for the story. So I think I'm just going to pause on the story until I get everything built for the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but the problem is that, man, if you pause and wait till you have everything you need for the story,
I'll never have everything.
Yeah, because you're always going to think you need something. So
yeah, once I get this done, this will be a good start for me going with it. And you mentioned Bobby earlier, man. You want to see customs? That dude's got some shit that will blow your mind. He doesn't make anything bad. He needs to have a damn channel. His shit is amazing. Hell, 95% of the ideas, or I'd probably say 60% of the ideas I get from him. And every time I show him something, he's like, "Hey, have you thought about this?" I'm like, "God damn, man. Like, I don't know how he does it." He's like an encyclopedia for toy customizers. It's amazing. I wish I had that talent.
Speaking of Bobby, he's saying he's making a news van using the Carl van from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I don't know when this is coming out. I don't remember when I put the video up, but this is the newest bike.
That's crazy, man.
And the only bad part on this one was the fork. I've got to fix the fork because I had to actually cut the front of the fork on the neck. I had to cut the neck to get the fork in because this one wasn't pinned. It was a straight rod. So I'll adjust that. But not a big deal. I just noticed it the other day when I put it together and I moved it. I was like, oh, shit, it did move. But what I did with this one was that Amazon bike, and all of it's in the video, that's a fat-ass real tire. So I didn't use the normal tire from Marvel Legends. So this essentially is
Tony's Figs is asking, is that a bobber?
Man, that's a straight chopper. I chopped the frame on this shit. So that's what a chopper is considered. A bobber is you cut shit off, you make it minimal. A chopper is when you actually cut the frame. So my bike with the Suicide Shifter is actually considered a chopper because I cut the rear fender frame on it. A bobber would be like you take all the turn signals and all that bullshit off. But this yellow bike was a combination of that Bolle bike, the Marvel Legend body, the Bolle front end, and then let me grab the bike.
So that was the red one, right, Dookie?
Yes.
So that yellow and black bike that he's showing us, that was the red Ghost Rider bike that's out right now.
And I was able to grit dye the damn tires, no problem. But I warped that caliper on that front end just a little bit, and it bothered me. And then somebody had sent me these bikes, and I'm keeping one of them the way it was. One was messed up already, so then the other one I just took the neck bone off. And the other bike that he sent me, I decided to use, since it was messed up, I'm going to use it in the backdrop inside the motorcycle shop like they're building a bike. So I've got it on the frame.
That's dope.
But
man, it's just like your bikes, man. They're looking like real fucking bikes that you see on the street, man. They're just like getting better and better, man. That yellow one and the white one, man, they just look like some real chopper shit, man.
Yeah, and the only thing that I took, because Savage gave me the idea. Savage said, "Hey, can you put a fat tire on one of those things?" And I no sooner did I get off I think it was on the phone or via text. I don't remember. 30 minutes go by. I sent him a picture. I was like, figured it out. Because I had this bike laying there. This is the one I use for Zorana. I've got it sitting over somewhere. It's pink. So this bike was $20 on Amazon. I'm like, you know what? It's cheap enough for me just to pay $20 for a rear tire. For me to try to get someone to 3D print a rear tire is going to be a stupid amount of money. And I wanted to get it done, and I didn't know what else to use. So I pulled that one off, put it on, and it fit because I was working on the bike at the same time. So I was like, shit, I want to do that. But then when I got the front ends in, I'm like, that's perfect. That's old school chopper style. Taking the front end like that, and then cutting the whole frame off the backside, cutting the fender off. And then this would be a completely different frame, neck bone for the frame and stuff. So that's a straight up chopper. And the stretch with the not, they're not apes. I don't know what you would call these bars, but the hang down bars like that. I don't know. That one just came out really good, I think.
Who do you plan on?
That neck in it.
Whose bike is that going to be, Dookie?
I haven't given it to anybody. The only one I got designated was that orange one, Slapshot. And then the silver one for Zartan.
Keen NYC is Keen NYC is saying that he's always been leery of doing customs, but between you and Savage, he started dabbling and making some of his own stuff.
Hey man, you know how scared shitless I was when I started split. The first one I did, when I made my own bike, where's that damn thing at? The bike that I did off my bike, that was a damn Punisher bike. How much does that bike go for now? Like 110?
Yeah, it's in the hundreds, man, for sure.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. I should have done it with a Marvel Legend, but I needed the ape hangers. And this is the first one I did. And all I did was, I can't remember the guy's name. Punker Mike, I think, was the first guy that I saw do it. He did a video like 7 years ago. He broke one of these down. And he broke it all the way down. Like he's got the front wheel off the forks. I tried doing it on this one, and it wobbles the fork a little bit. So I quickly pushed it back together when it was hot. And then I ran on the cold water right away to get it to go back into position. But I mean, I cut the rear fender on this one like mine. It's got the wrap on it. So every bike I'm trying to bring something different to them to give you a different look. And then you can, put them together like a friggin' puzzle and do them how you want.
Hey, Hustles. So Hustles is saying custom red bikes ? So what I was saying is that yellow and black bike that he's showing us, he used the all red Ghost Rider bike that's out right now. So I'm just trying to get everybody to visualize like what it looked like before he turned it into that. It's dramatic.
And the only reason I used that bike is because I wanted two of them for the flame effects for the burnout pit. But it's the same bike as a Wolverine bike, and a Wolverine bike is what, $40 to, I think Ghost Rider's running $55. So if you're gonna get a bike, get the Wolverine one off Amazon, $40.
Well, it's good to know that you can use the red one because those Wolverine bikes are eventually going to run out.
Yeah, every time I go on Amazon to order them, I check the count, like eBay or something, and it says 11. And it's been saying 11 for 3 months. And I order 2 or 3 at a time, so. I'm going to paint this, and I think we'll jump off. I'll end it for now, and then I will not be on next week because of WrestleMania, but the week after that Sunday, I will be on.
Yeah, so Knock Renegade is saying the only 2 bikes that are still not wallet destroying are the Wolverine bike and the red Ghost Rider. Toynomic Trey is saying he got the Mezco Biker Gomez, and that bike is tough. Yeah, but I bet
there was another
one expensive.
There was another one out there. Trey, you have to shoot me a picture of that one. I think that's the one I'm thinking of. That thing was like $150. I'm like, you got to be out your fucking mind. It's a dope-ass bike, though.
Yeah, Savage actually, so, the red version you got of the Red Marvel Legends Ghost Rider, Savage actually bought the Mezco Ghost Rider version of that back about a year ago. And
is that the red one he has for Porch?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He paid quite a bit for that one, too, man. Stu for lunch is saying good stuff, guys. Have a great night to you in the chat room. Again, he loves your stuff and energy.
All right, thanks, Stu. Appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, Mezco. Yeah, I was gonna get that SUV too, but man, when it came out, it was when all that shit was getting mailed out from Classified and Operation Monster Force last year, man, and
The
it was
Rumbler?
already the what?
The Rumbler?
Yeah, the Rumbler, and it was
Yeah.
already so close to the Valorverse joint, man. But you know, a lot of people like it that picked it up.
So speaking of good ideas, when we talked about Bobby a minute ago, he got me thinking the other night. I don't know how we got onto the topic. I'm thinking about taking that Arctic His tank because I got 2 of them coming and making one for the Knox.
Yeah, I mean,
see.
I can only imagine what Gun Bunny is going to do to one of those Arctic His tanks.
Yeah, I mean that guy's on a whole nother level compared to me. I can do it with the bikes, but the vehicles, I told my wife for that earlier. We were at the sink. She slept in this morning. I come downstairs before I talked to you, and I was at the damn kitchen sink, and the water was running. I was like, man, she's gonna hear this shit. I know it. And I had the stove on. I was rip dying. She walks down. She goes, "Oh, we're doing this again." I was like, "Yeah, I gotta fix some shit." I was telling her, I said,
go ahead.
"Go ahead."
Just Checkpoint Bravo saying, "Sup, fellas."
Perk.
Gasland Mechanic is saying, "Wow, the Gomez bike is fucking cool." Knock Renegade is saying he needs to get another Wolverine bike before they go completely away. And Hustles is saying Knock tank will be fucking fire. And Checkpoint is saying that he was thinking of making a Crimson His tank. Yeah, that one we showed that last night. Yeah, that was fucking badass, man.
And I think Toy Gigante did a Dreadnought His tank, if I remember right. But I've got the Chameleons are going to be coming, and Uncle Clutch and I worked some shit out. He's giving me 2 swamp skiers. Him and I worked a trade out, and I'm going to see if I can make a bike out of one.
No shit.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to see if I can figure it out. Regardless, I want to have a couple swamp skiers to customize, but.
So what, does he just want the figures?
He just wanted the Zanyas, yeah. Because, he does figures. He doesn't really do too many vehicles. And so him and I were talking one day, and we come up to a trade and stuff, so we're going to work that out. And I've got 2 coming for myself, so that'll put me at 4 right off the bat. I think that'd be enough.
Bobby's saying that there's a Toy Biz motorcycle. I need to get a Wolverine one so I can make that one I sent you a picture of last night. Duke,
yeah.
You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, there's a couple. I can't remember the exact name of the thing, but there's Tony Figs has got one. He's got there's a black one with like a blue stripe for I think it was Ghost Rider. And that thing's expensive too. I don't know why. It's the same bike. It's just got the blue. It's a dark blue with like a light blue stripe on it. And then I think Tony's Figs has the other one too. It's an older one. It looks like an old school one with the banana seat on it. It's got 2 up, and that's where the term came from, 2 up. It's like most of the time you sit on a motorcycle, the back seat is really like right behind you. So their crotch is like at where your belt line would be, I guess. It's not butt to butt, you know what I mean? So
right.
The banana seat is put to me even higher up. So it's like an old school style like that. I think it was Toy Biz. If Tony's Figs is still in here, I think he had one. I think he should send me a picture of it and said it worked. But those are expensive too. I mean, everything is, but that's it for the grays. I'm done.
Gasland Mechanic is saying Toy Gigante's tank, that is.
Yeah, he made it his tank. I want to say it was classified scale. So that's it for now.
Good stuff, man. It's really coming along. I mean, when was that? It was about a month ago, right? That we did the M113 repair.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit more than that.
Maybe 5-6 weeks. But the point I'm trying to make is when I came through that day, you were showing me a sketch of what you had in your head of what you wanted to make. And here we are, man. Look how far you've come, man. It's really come together, bro. It's looking really good, man.
That's what I did, and I don't even know when that was, but that's what I went off of. I literally sat in the office one day for like 4 hours, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm on a computer." She's like, "You're never on a computer." I'm like, "I'm trying to come up with something." And then I showed it to her, and she's like, "Holy shit, what the hell is that for?" I was like, "This is what I want to be my centerpiece."
She thought you were adding on to the house.
She had no clue. I mean, I'm pretty decent with PowerPoint because of the military and stuff, but I was just sitting there just bullshitting and trying to figure it out. And I was like, I know what I want. I didn't know how it was going to fit size-wise because it's not like I did measurements. I was just kind of messing with stuff, and I was like, okay, I'd like to have this here, this there. So
checkpoint is, you see it?
Yeah, it's Turk, right? Turk. He said, what's the overall footprint size-wise? 54, 47. So 48 by 54, essentially, because it's 47 and some change. So you're looking at a 4x4 table.
So right there, that's the garage part of it, right there to the left.
Yeah, this would be the shop area. And I work at a bike shop now, helping my buddy out. And I asked him if he had any stickers. And so I got a whole bunch of motorcycle stickers that, because the vendors always send you shit whenever you get parts. So I've got a bunch of those, and those are going to be throughout the building, both inside and the garage area. But let me adjust camera. Hold on. I got to do this with the damn post shit on it. So that is the shop area. I can't go too far because of the laptop. So this would be the shop area. This would be the entranceway to the shop. And then you've got the front entrance to the building. The gas pumps, which that's movable, so I'm not sure if that's going to stay there or not. And then the inside, I mean, it's a mess right now, but you're looking at the speakers right there. There's a bar table. There's a pool table. There is the bathroom, if I can fit it. That's on the cutting floor. It may not make it.
I like those banners, man.
Yeah.
Dreadnought banners.
I can't remember when I got them. They're on Etsy. And then the bar. I mean, of course, all this is subject to change how it's being organized. And then if I can get that shit there. Yeah. The back is parking.
Yeah, I like that, man.
And then there's
Dude, you gotta be hella careful, man. That's you're not giving yourself much room for something falling off.
No, I may have to move the building a little bit closer towards the camera here to the front.
Yeah, bro. I mean, damn, I couldn't even imagine if one of those customs fell off, man. They would be hundreds of pieces, man, if they hit that concrete.
So funny story. I was in here the other night messing around and putting stuff up, and I bumped I had the walls. I was setting the walls back up, and I had the trike in the back, and the fucking trike fell.
Oh, no.
And I don't know how, but somehow I caught that shit in my hand. Like I juggled it, and then I finally grabbed it. And I was like, ooh, that was close.
You ain't lying, man.
I have to buy a whole new tumbler for that shit.
Hey, we got a couple more things in the chat, Dookie. Knock Renegades is asking what's your opinion on the dread heads for the cannon fodder? I guess they're faceless minions. Like, would they be more hang-arounds versus a patch?
the Dreadheads, that was the brothers, Cletus, and there was like 4 of them, I think. I would use them as prospects.
Then we got Hella Geek in the building. Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up, man? Appreciate you stopping in.
Hey, and really enjoyed. Did you? He was on Travis Moody with Roper the week before last. Man, I really enjoyed seeing both them on T Moody's live stream. That was pretty cool, man. Y'all did a good job with that. Hella Geek.
There was on Roper. Who's on Moody's?
Yeah. Man, what is the name of that show?
He
used to. Yeah, Toy Kind of Mood. He used to do it all the time, man. Then he kind of went away for a little bit. And he's also saying you got some awesome details in there. And then check Turk is saying that's like some cat-like ninja reflexes, brother.
Where do you see the magazines?
Man. I bet your heart touched your balls.
Oh, it touched the damn ankles, never mind the balls.
Hella Geek saying appreciate that, Seagram. It was a lot of fun to geek out over Joe Talk. Yeah, no doubt, man. It was good to see y'all, man. The Prophet director is saying that the tumbler came apart really easy. I just got through painting that Cobra blue on all the tan parts.
Yeah, but did you take the wheels off it?
Hey, Dookie, speak. It looks like the white bike is hanging off on the edge right there. Or am I tripping?
No, there's
maybe not. I think that's an illusion. Okay, yeah.
See, he masked the wheels. Yeah, those wheels were a pain in the ass to get off. Because that's what the trike is made out of. The front wheels from the tumbler are from the trike, and then hold on. The back wheels of the tumbler are on this.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I like that color that you went with.
I think I called it Nightmare, but the damn detail that's in this thing is friggin' ridiculous. Like, I painted every little knob and switch that was in there. I got bored.
Oh, shit. Look at them speakers, man.
And
subwoofers.
Originally, I was going to have a barrel on each side with a tire in the center. But then when I saw the subs, I'm like, no, I can't do that. This is 3 vehicles. It'll be 4 vehicles in one by the time I'm done. Stinger tires, tumbler tires, lowrider, and then the Vanguard haul kit.
So Hella Geek is saying to the Prophet director that's awesome, that he's been eyeing the tumbler, but he would want to make it OD green for the Joes instead of a Cobra version. And Savage did a video a year or so back, maybe 2 years now, where he painted his tumbler. Do you remember that, Dookie?
He did an Alley Viper one, right?
Say what?
I think he did his like an Alley Viper, right?
Man, I can't remember, but I know he painted one. It's been a while now. I'd have to go back, but he has a good video on that one.
Yeah, they're easy to paint. It's a good car. It's $20-something, like $25, I think, on Amazon when I snatched it, knowing I was going to cut it. Well, not knowing. I had the lowrider, the tumbler, and the Batmobile sitting on the floor, and it just hit me, and I just started swapping parts. But it's a good vehicle. It's just the weapons on it suck. They look really weird, like that laser cannon shit. It'd be better if they came with a Gatling gun, but Batman doesn't have guns, so. But there's plenty of stuff out there to put on there. It's got a lot of potential. I've seen some cool shit.
Prophet director, I like what he's saying, man. He's saying that yours is dope, but he's saying his low rider is going to be a parade car for Cobra Commander. That sounds kind of dope.
That's cool. Yep. Yeah, don't take them wheels off because once you take them off, they're ruined. My mind melted.
Bobby's asking idea King is saying, have you thought of making some chain mud flops for your lowrider?
I did now that he said it. That'd be easy. Thanks, Bobby. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Shit, I didn't really want to go 2 hours, but I got progress made. I got to find the right magnets now. That'd be the way to go.
Yeah, man, especially for the second floor. That way it stays in place. But when you're ready to do your toy photography, man, you can just take that out and you got a clear shot shooting in, man.
Yeah, like the first floor here is all gonna. This wall I want to be removable. I don't want to move the stage, but this wall I want to come down. I want that wall to come down. I want this wall to come down. In the second floor, looking into it, it'll be open. So I'm not worried about the second floor as much as I am the bottom, you know. But I also want this to be stable and the top to be stable. So when I put something on there, it ain't gonna fall over and the whole thing comes tumbling down.
Profit director saying he got a howitzer to replace the cannon and a couple of Gatling guns for the hood with a ram bar for the front of his tumbler. He's going to call it the Rage 2.
That's dope. I like that idea. Gatling guns can be used for damn near anything. They're multi-purpose weapons. And that's what I was looking at. Turk was going to print some up for me, but his printer wouldn't shit to bed. So I'm not in a rush. And I still need to get the lace. I'm going to do lace on the side where the purple's at, like a lowrider. Turk gave me that idea. I still got to order that, but I'm not in a rush. I got to finish the Batmo Beast, but I'm not in a rush on that either. I don't know what the hell that's going to turn into. I'm trying to put the tumbler on the Batmo Beast. Or parts of it, I guess you could say.
Yeah. No, it's looking good, man. It's coming along.
I'll do that. I'll probably do it off camera because all it is just lightweight spackle. But I'm going to put that on the bricks in certain areas so it looks like it's been an old dilapidated building. It's getting there. And the best thing is this thing's on wheels. So as long as it's stable, I can, if I don't have enough room for some reason, I can move this thing back and forth or side to side. It's a heavy table, though. Heavy as shit. Turk just sent me some magnets. A text, so I'll check those out. Thanks, Turk. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end it. Seagram, I appreciate you jumping on, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I got your back.
Like I said, I won't be here next weekend. I'll be watching wrestling. I'll see some of y'all in the chats. I'm sure I'll be jumping in back and forth during the weekend, but on camera I won't be. That's for damn sure. What do you got coming up, Seagram? Anything?
Nah, man, just chilling. This work, man. This week I got a lot of work coming up. So, hopefully Tuesday. I do got something coming up Tuesday on GI Customs. Savage and I are gonna be on GI Customs Tuesday night. I think it kicks off 6 p.m. Eastern, and then Saturday night, Night Force at 10 p.m. Eastern. But other than that, man, hopefully I can catch you guys up in the chats, man, throughout the week. I know a lot of us watch the same shows, man. So,
yep. Make sure everybody hits up the damn GI Customs Tuesday night. There.
Yeah, it looks good, bro.
And it'll be a swinging door. So I'll cut that in half and then have it swing open.
Yeah, I like that. That makes way more sense than like a roll up.
A roll-up would be cool, but
Turk is saying Friday rough cut is going to be a Cobra Mountain action, fellas.
I'll be watching Turk. I might be on the rough cut Friday with Turk. I'll be behind the scenes if I am. I got to hit him up, see if we can get somebody else on there. I think, see if we can get Triple D back on there since he was in the damn ER Friday night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he broke his collarbone, and then I guess he had some pain or some shit, but come to find out it was just a torn muscle or some shit. So, but he wasn't sure, so he went to the ER, and he was supposed to be on with us Friday night. I mean, shit happens. We get it. Gojo said, I'm going to have to watch Turk along with WrestleMania. Yeah. But I have Turk muted so I can hear WrestleMania. Well, no, it's on Friday night, so it's just SmackDown. But I think it's gonna be a good WrestleMania. I enjoy wrestling. My kid enjoys it. The wife kind of gets into it, so. But appreciate everybody stopping in. It was a good time. Again, Seagram, thank you very much. I couldn't have done this without you. It's a pain doing this and running a chat at the same time.
Whenever you need me, man, just holler. I'll get on here.
Will do. I appreciate it. From the nom to the damn knock. So everybody check out GI Customs Tuesday at 6, and then hit up Turk Murphy on the rough cut Friday at 9, and then Stray Savage or Night Force, at 10 o'clock on Saturdays. And of course, all the other shows are out there. Support everybody. We all support each other. We can all grow together. So that's what it should be about.
That's what's up. That's well said, man.
Anyway, I'll see you guys in roughly 2 weeks. Until then, respect the patch and stay under the cut. Take it easy.
Hey,
go ahead.
Get some bikes, man. Check out Dookie's new commercial. He's selling bikes now, so get you a custom. It's well worth it.
I appreciate it.
Peace, man.
Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you for responding to my transmission. It has enabled me to lock firing coordinates on your headquarters